Hey guys, Danny Alvarez here with Cellphonius.com, bringing you the latest news and views that you can use. Well, let's get started today talking about, well, what's everybody talking about online? Duh, it's T-Mobile, right? Well, even AT&T is talking about T-Mobile. Matter of fact, AT&T has been paying, strangely enough, a lot of attention to what T-Mobile's been doing. As a matter of fact, they're not just responding to what T-Mobile's been doing, they're actually responding to rumors of what T-Mobile might do. That's what just happened this week. Matter of fact, AT&T announced early this week that they were starting off a plan that would be, I believe, Tuesday morning, regarding them giving up to $450 whopping dollars. Let me put on my glass so I can see you. Up to $450,000 now. Up to $450 for each line that would move from AT&T. And now the way that would work would be that they would give you $200 to switch to take care of the ETF. Get with the program here. Did you hear what I just said? To get rid of an ETF? Guys, AT&T, T-Mobile doesn't have contracts. But anyways, $200 for that ETF, and then up to $250 for the phone that you've got. Of course, they'll try to give you a value, right? And I imagine it's going to be something like one of these websites that gives you $30 for your iPhone that you paid $199 for. But anyways, that's just me. The point is they're saying up to $250 for the phone, $200 for your contract, for breaking your contract with T-Mobile, which they don't have a contract. But anyways, for abandoning T-Mobile, they'll pay you $200, which is kind of cool. Now you think I would be intelligent to take up this offer. Well, if you go to Cellphonius.com, as I said in the previous video, you'll see where I spell out how this math is flawed. To one-up that, T-Mobile just made an announcement yesterday night at CES, along with all his other glorious, non-decorous words. John Legere spelled out a new plan whereby they would give you up to $650 to move from AT&T. And he made an interesting remark. He said, listen, if you move from AT&T and give us a shot, we're paying you to do that, right? We're giving you $350 to abandon AT&T and lower your bill. How wonderful. And then we're giving you up to $300 for your device. Another nice thing. Of course, depending on the device, the health of the device, how it's doing, if it looks pretty good, they give you the $300. If it's not as good, well, sorry. And when they say up to $300, I think they were talking about the Galaxy Note 3. But anyways, we'll talk about that later. Or not. Whatever. At any rate, what I was talking to you about with T-Mobile's John Legere offering you that amount, he says, listen, try us out. Check us out. If you don't like us, go back to them. Hey, they'll pay you back. They'll pay you to steal you from us. So he had a pretty interesting deal here, a pretty interesting statement, that you can actually try T-Mobile on AT&T's buck, all right? T-Mobile pays you to come over here to T-Mobile, and if for some reason you don't like it or you don't get great coverage in your area because you're impatient, you want to wait till August when it's going to be awesome because we're getting Verizon, basically Verizon Spectrum is coming to T-Mobile, therefore we'll be able to shoot these wireless signals through walls, whereby you'll be able to get your 4G or 4G LTE if you live in an area that provides it through walls, and even external areas that are close to main hubs or big cities are probably going to see pretty good benefits to this, as those that are now on edge will now get 3G or 4G or maybe even up to 4G LTE depending on how close you live to those hubs. The point here being that T-Mobile really made a pretty good case for checking it out. So what do you think? Do you think you should check it out? Do you think you should come on over to T-Mobile and check out their service, see how it works out for you? Hey, if it doesn't work, at least AT&T, guys, AT&T will pay you back to go back to their service. Now, that's after you've already satisfied your ETF, and you go back in and say, hey, listen, I want another shot. I was making my payments on time, paid my ETF, and hey, what do you think? What would you do in this scenario? If you're an AT&T person right now listening to this Cellphonius podcast, what are you going to be doing? Are you considering moving to T-Mobile? Is this what it'll take? Or are you waiting for the spectrum to grow and not give it another 6 months and then see if you move over. Now, of course, if you're still shackled to that 2-year contract, that might not help you very much. But the point is right now is the time to check things out, to come at it and say, hey, listen, I want to try this. And as a matter of fact, it's January. You'll want to get in right now because by October, the Note 4 will come out. You'll want to be on the Note 4 on what I believe to be the world's greatest network, in the sense that, hey, you go to China, you got free internet using, if you're a T-Mobile person, you're a T-Mobile customer. This is excellent for business people, all right? You go to, you go to Mexico, you go to Canada, anywhere you go, you're going to have, or, at least the major areas, the whole world is your network in terms of data is concerned. And then, of course, we've got awesome price at T-Mobile. And I say we just because I'm one of the T-Mobile customers, so hey, I'm rooting for them in this case because they're doing the right thing. But the thing is here, T-Mobile and John Legere are listening to customers, and that is where his success is coming from. The pain points he's addressing them one by one. Things are not going to be done overnight. But the fact of the matter, while my dinner's being prepared here, is that you got to give it a try. If you're not with T-Mobile, you've got to check it out. Okay? For those of you that don't get awesome coverage right now, remember, T-Mobile offers something AT&T and the others don't, which is Wi-Fi calling. You have T-Mobile Wi-Fi calling, so as soon as you get home, if you didn't have excellent reception, you now have that. And of course, you can use your Wi-Fi at home to, mitigate the data usage that you're going to make. But if you're a power user like me, if you love being online, you get on Twitter, Facebook, chasing your Google Plus for the latest news, of course, checking out Sophonius every day, as you very well should, and going to the YouTube channel over there, Sophonius, which is Sophonius. Well, you go to YouTube, you go and type Sophonius and check out the other videos we've got there. And if you're one of these guys that does that a lot, then you're hungry for data. You probably want to be with T-Mobile. You'll save a lot of money. At any rate, that's all I've got for today. What do you have for me? Do you think it's a good deal? After clicking like on the video, after subscribing to the channel, as you very well may, we'd like to not only thank you for your support and all that, but let me know with comments below what you think about this. For Cellphonius.com, this is Danny Alvarez.